into a comfortable seated position to begin with. So whatever that might be for you, could be legs crossed, legs extended, kneeling, whatever you feel works. And once you feel that you've kind of settled into that place, then an invitation to close the eyes, or you might just soften the gaze to a spot on the earth. And make any little final adjustments to the body. So first thing in the morning, it can be tricky sometimes to get into a position that feels comfortable. So just adjust physically in the way that feels best. And then take your awareness to the physical body. So not by way to criticize it, to judge it, anything like that. Just seeing what, if anything, is coming up in the body for you this morning. What do you notice? Would there be a little bit more length through the spine, a little bit more softness to the face and the shoulders, perhaps? Journey to the breath. So perhaps that journey takes you to the belly, the expansion and contraction as you breathe. Maybe it takes you somewhere else. So for you, you might be able to feel the breath a little bit higher up. And what do you notice about the breath this morning? With no real desire to change it, just noticing it. And then journey up to the mind. What's there? So again, just steering away from any kind of judgment, criticism. And if there's stories or narratives that are quite prominent in the mind already today, just have an awareness of those and move on. So it's like, yeah, okay, that's there. Cool. I'm not going to try and quash it. It's my mind. It's there. But also I'm not going to get drawn into it. And one or all of these places really depends on you. Could be your anchor for your practice. So if attention wanders or wanes a little bit, maybe you bring awareness back to the physical body, the whole of it or a particular part. Perhaps for you, it's more about bringing awareness back to the breath. Could be with a nice deep breath in through the nose, sign it out through the mouth, or almost just kind of like pushing reset on the breath. Maybe for you, it's the mind. And it could be a gentle reminder, just saying, be present, stay grounded. Hey, come back here. We're in our yoga practice. And let's gently blink the eyes open. Take a breath in as you sweep the hands up towards the sky. You could cross at the wrist. And as you breathe out, come all the way down towards the ground. Inhale, come up onto the fingertips a little bit. So think of lengthening through the spine. And as you exhale, chin to chest, round the spine, folding forwards. Breathe in, sweep the hands up, join the palms, and breathe out. Come back to center. I'm going to take one more inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lifting. And exhale, rolling inwards. Inhale, sweep the hands up, really reach through the side body. And as you exhale, bring the palms to the heart space. Take a breath in, fingertips come up towards the sky. And as you breathe out, drop your left hand down and reach the right hand up and over. So could look and feel like anything, more concerned with feeling than how it looks. Maybe we need to relax it a little bit. Maybe we're really kind of reaching away from right hip all the way up under the armpit to the tips of the fingers. Nice deep breath in and breathing out. Push down into that left hand. Inhale, we sweep back up to center, reach through the side body. And as you exhale, take it over to the other side. Push down through right. Inhale, come up, join the palms. Exhale, hands to heart space. Take a breath in here, sweeping the hands all the way up, palms forwards. And as you breathe out, turn to your right. Settle yourself then into your seated twist. So the hands might stay out wide or they might settle down. Breathing in, we push down through the seat, lift up through the crown of the head. And as we breathe out, we coax the shoulder out. Keeping the face soft, not straining through the neck, not tightening into the knees. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, rotate back to center. Inhale, sweeping up once more, find space. And as you exhale, take it over to the other side. Take a breath in, find length. Breathe out, find space. Inhale. And the exhale turns you back to center. And then making your way onto your hands and knees, however that kind of serves you this morning. Take a little bit of time just to pad on the hands and on the knees to find the position that works. Tops of the feet gently pressed into the earth, fingers spread. I'm going to start to make some circles here. So we come over towards one wrist, just leaning in and over the wrist as much as you feel works for you. You take it over to the other. Seat comes back down towards the heels. And just continue to rotate a couple of times. Pausing wherever you are and taking it in the opposite direction. So just kind of getting all of the juices, synovial fluid moving, warming up through the body. And then come back to center. Tuck the toes onto the mat. As you breathe in, really push into the balls of the feet, start to open the heart space. As you breathe out, arch the spine up towards the sky, tuck the chin to the chest. Let's take 2 more cat and cow with nice active feet. Keep the toes tucked as we come back to center. Push the seat back towards the heels. Take a breath in, gaze towards the top of the mat. As you breathe out, shift up into your first downward facing dog. And that might be a downward dog that brings stillness. It may be one that needs a little bit of a wiggle and a shuffle out. Be mindful of feet and of hands. So where does the weight distribution lie? Could it be quite even? Seat shoots up towards the sky, so there's a real length through the spine. Start to get the core, the abdominals going a little bit here. So as we breathe in, we roll forward, shoulders over the wrists, and we push the heels away. We find a high plank. As we breathe out, maybe we soften the knees. Seat comes up towards the sky, downward facing dog. Inhale. into our plank. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale into our plank. As we exhale, drop the knees down to the earth behind the hips. Tops of the feet meet the mat. Take a breath in, start to lean the body forwards. Breathe out, travel down onto your belly. Press down into the hands, roll the shoulders back as you open the heart space into Bhujangasana. Tuck the toes, push the seat back to the heels. Take a breath in, breathe out, find yourself back in your downward facing dog, just momentarily. Soften the knees, take the gaze towards the top of the mat. Breathe in, and as you breathe out, let's start to take the journey towards the top of the mat with the toes. Staying in a forward fold position. Use blocks or not, completely up to you. As you breathe in, lengthen through the arms, the legs, the spine, halfway lift. As you breathe out, soften, bend the knees, chin to chest, forward fold. Inhale, strengthen up into halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, forward fold. Push down through the feet, start to lift the gaze, sweeping the fingertips all the way up towards the sky. Join the palms in upward salute. Nice deep breath in. Breathe out, sweep the arms wide. And let's find Tadasana. So whatever that means or looks like, or again, more importantly, feels like for you. It may be that you're gazing forwards. It may be that you're closing the eyes or the gaze is sleepy. And just start to have a little play with the weight here in the feet. So we keep the whole of the foot to the earth, but gently bringing the weight into the toes. Taking it back into the heels. Bring it to center. Shift it over to the right a little bit. Draw it back to center. And take it over to the left. And back to center. Let's gently blink the eyes open. Take a breath in, sweep the hands up, palms face towards me. As we breathe out, we fold the body forwards. A little inhale to find a little bit of lift. As we exhale, we're going to step our right foot back. Keep the heel lifted if that feels okay, but if it's more comfortable, you can put the heel down to the ground. Pushing down through the feet as we breathe in, let's rise up. And as we breathe out, just settle into our version of our lunge position. So toes, knees, hips forwards. Hands could be wherever you feel works for you. Nice deep breath in. Breathing out. Coming right on to the tiptoes or the ball of that back foot, we're going to start to transfer our weight forwards into that left foot. And you might just keep it there. You might reach the hands forwards, biceps by ears. You've got a wall, you could hold on to that. You might start to lift that back foot away from the earth. Flex the foot and push the heel away. So we're keeping hips in line, finding Virabhadrasana 3 or Warrior 3. Taking a breath in. Breathing out. Breathe in. Breathe out. As we breathe in, we're going to start to lift that back leg forwards. Bring the knee up as high as we can. Inhale. And as we exhale, step the foot down, release the hands, and have a good shake off with your body there. So whatever happened, however that felt, we can move away from that one as we journey to the other side. Inhale, reach through the side body, fingertips to sky. Exhale, fold. Inhale, just a little bit of lift. And as we exhale, we step the opposite foot back. Starting to rise upwards. Find first your lunge position. Establish the breath, establish that bit of balance. And then start to take it into warrior three. So it could just be with that lean forwards. It could be that you lift the back foot away from there. Heel pushes away. And as much as we're reaching forwards, whether that be with fingertips, with crown of head, we're pressing back, and that's where the balance point exists in the core of the body. Taking a breath in, breathing out, inhaling, exhaling. Soften it into that front knee. Start the journey to bring the back leg forwards. Knee lifts up as high as we feel we can bring it this morning. Inhale and exhale to place everything down. Once again, just have a little shake off if you need to. And then let's re-find Tadasana. Roll the shoulders back. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe out, welcome softness to the face, to the shoulders, to the belly, fingertips. And the strength lies within the lower body here. Just notice how your body feels. Notice how the breath feels. And a check-in with the mind. Gently blinking the eyes open. Take a breath in, sweeping the hands up towards the sky. As we breathe out, we start to fold forwards. Inhale into your halfway lift. Find strength, find length through body. As you exhale, softness into forward fold. Inhale halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale halfway. And exhale, fold. Fingertips or palms come down towards the ground. Let's step our feet back, lift our seat high, find downward facing dog. Just feeling through that weight distribution, not for comparison, but just for observation and awareness. Does this one feel any different to our first downward dog? Maybe we don't know. If we don't care, that's also okay. As we breathe in, we roll the weight forwards into our plank position, shoulders over the wrists, crown of the head forwards, heels push back. Breathe out, seat to sky, downward dog. Inhale, once more, we journey into planks, really strengthening through the body. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, coming forwards. This time, your vinyasa, or come with me as you exhale and drop the knees. Breathing in, body comes forward, tops of feet down. Breathe out, down to the ground. Inhale, baby cobra, or your version of back bend. And as we exhale, we're going to take it back to child's pose. Knees wide, tops of feet down, sinking the seat to the heels, and then drawing the forehead towards the earth. You might take your arms forwards and wide. You might fold the arms. So take a little moment to feel out what is comfortable for you here. Maybe the eyes closed, nothing really to look at in Balasana. Nice deep breath in through the nose and sigh out of the mouth. Oh. So after that strength, balance, bit of fiery energy, I'm going to start to cool it all down into a little bit of water or yin energy. So you don't necessarily want to end our practices on a kind of full fire energy. Be a bit too much. Let's take this into a little twist. So we might lift the gaze forward slightly, take the right arm, slide it under the left, bringing the right side of the face or the head towards the mat. Just relax the back of the right hand, soften into the left fingertips. If it's not quite right to get the right side of the face down onto the mat, maybe grab a block or a cushion or a piece of clothing. Feeding that right side under as much as feels good for you. The seat might lift a little bit, which is okay, but try and keep it nice and close to the heels. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Let's slide that arm away. Draw it back up to the mat. It might even feel like there's some more length and space there. And then thread under with that left side. Relax the back of the hand to the earth, left side of head or face to earth. Gently feeding it under. Unthread and slowly emerge up into a kneeling position. So from here, you could either stay in your kneeling position, you could transfer it into a different seat, or you can come all the way down onto the earth, totally up to you. Whatever you feel is best. If you're coming onto the earth, then let's bring the back down and the soles of the feet down. If you're staying seated, we're going to take it into our twist and then finish with Shavasana. So if you're down on the earth, it would be knees going to either side. If you're seated, it's going to be spine. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just gently turn into that right side with your twist. You might start to close the eyes or soften the gaze. So as we approach Shavasana, or stillness, just allowing everything to settle. Breathe in to prepare you and breathe out. Journey it back to center, whatever version you're in. Take a breath in. Breathe out, twisting over to the opposite side. Inhale, and as you exhale, move back to center. As you breathe in, just lead the heart space forwards, gently lift the chin up towards the sky. As you breathe out, push the spine away. It's like we're opening to the upper back, chin to chest. Take 2 more. So if we were lay down, we might be moving into a couple of bridge positions. As we're seated, we can emulate spinal movement with can-can. And eventually lifting the spine to neutral. Let's gently drop the right ear over to the right shoulder. You can always reach away with the left fingertip. So you might reach away and down to the earth. You might reach away and explore taking the fingertips behind you. So for some people, it's going to add something. For other people, it might just be like, don't really see what the point of this is. So explore the way that you feel is best for you. As you feel your next breath in come, bring the head back to center. And as you breathe out, dip it over to the left, maybe exploring with right fingertips, totally optional. Breathing in, coming back to center, and breathe out. And starting to make our way now just into what will be a seated Shavasana. So you can always pop some blocks underneath the thighs. You could bring a blanket or a cushion if you've got it, just for weight and warmth onto the knees. And keeping the spine tall, but absolutely okay. And sometimes a bit more comfortable if we just drop the chin towards the chest slightly. If you're familiar with mudra, hand gestures, and there's something that you'd like to move the fingertips to, go for it. Might be naturally that you join the thumb and the finger next to it. So that can be quite a natural position. So it's this connection. Close the eyes or soften the gaze if that works. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Release with a sigh. And let's just spend the next minute or two here, as still as we feel we can be, knowing that we can always anchor our attention, that practice of noticing, back to body, to breath, to mind. Perhaps taking a deeper breath. And if it feels right for you, bringing the palms towards the heart space. And in that moment, we could also imagine that we're drawing into our hands what we wish for our day ahead or our week ahead, holding it at the heart space. As the chin drops to the chest, it's like we're bowing to the heart, thanking ourselves, body, breath, mind, perhaps spirit or soul. Bowing to each other. And I bow to you. Thank you for trusting me to guide you. Have a beautiful rest of your day. Be light and dark in me, one is the light and dark within you. Namaste.